and a new day will dawn for those who stand alone, and the forests will echo with laughter. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sober Open Mic Night here at Free. We are going to go ahead and get started. All the late comers and slow comers will join us from the cafe and entryway soon. We'll have another Sober Open Mic Night in July. We're doing 6 of these this year, partnering with the Phoenix, and we'll hear more from them in just a moment. And to let you know, I'm Ryan Canaday. I'm the pastor and executive director here at Free Spiritual Community. We are a community here for addicts, loved ones of addicts, and spiritual refugees, people who've been kicked around by religion, told they don't belong. We create a space here for belonging, and we do life together. We have a service every Saturday night at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. The 7 p.m. service is live streamed on Facebook and YouTube. And where there's a message, there's always a guest storyteller that joins me in the living room to share some of their story. It's a good vibe. So if you're looking for a home, a place to spend Saturday nights, come join us on a Saturday night. And for all of you online, you can join us online too. We're glad you're here tonight as part of Sober Open Mic Night. We trust that you are going to cheer for people and root for people online. You all in the audience are going to cheer for people and root for people because, listen, for many people coming up tonight, it's their early days of sobriety, of recovery. So this is a brave, bold move to come up on stage and own the stage. So we're going to show all kinds of love. Because in this community, there's always one thing we don't do, and that is we don't do shame. Shame is not welcome in this community. We celebrate one another. We celebrate recovery. So if Vince will say a few words in a moment. Vince is with the Phoenix. Vince and I partner on this together. We partner with the Phoenix for all of our Sober Open Mics. And we are so grateful to our sponsors this evening. You'll see the CARE table. CARE is Colorado Artist in Recovery. Darren Valdez is the executive director. You're going to hear more from him in a moment. And we have also our sponsor, Sparrow Recovery. They're doing great work up in Evergreen. And we've got a representative from Sparrow. Brett is here tonight, Brett Roush. And you'll hear from him in just a moment and to tell us about the great work they're doing up at Sparrow. And I want to introduce to you Abby Alt, who will be your MC for the evening. Miss Abby Alt.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Ryan.
Abby is our home team lead here at Free. She is in charge of making sure we're not too creepy and that everyone feels
No
welcome
creepiness.
and loved and a sense of belonging. So grateful for your work here, Abby. Thank you for emceeing tonight.
Of course, it's my
You're
pleasure.
going to knock it out of the park. So I am handing this baby
Wonderful.
off to you. It's
Thank
all
you.
yours.
Thank you.
Be gentle.
I'll try. I'll
All right.
try. You guys, my name is Abby Alt, and I will be your host and MC for tonight for our sober open mic night. That is right. My initials are literally AA. Yeah. You think my parents would have known that things were going to be a problem? I myself am in active recovery, so I'm coming up on 6 years sober. And as Ryan and I said, thank you. My husband Chase and I are the home team leads here at Free. I sometimes think my husband wishes his name was Run instead of Chase, because being married to me is a lot sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and get this show kicked off. Our first act coming to the stage is Blake Rice. Let's hear it for Blake Rice.
Thank you so much. We are the Blake Rice Group. We're going to play an original song for you called Glass House.
Living in a glass house, rolling stones and watching walls fall down. A year goes by, and all I got is white. Today I got my answers. Today I got my answer. Empty's how it feels when you realize it was all nothing. Gave up my identity, it wasn't enough. Down there on my hands and knees, trading joy to prove my love. But for what? But for what? Today I got my answer. Empty's how it feels when you realize it was all for nothing. I hate myself 'cause I still want you back. And I know you're not coming back. I hope someday I truly love what I see in the mirror. Then you will disappear. But I know it will never be that way. 'Cause you'll always be a part of me, and I'll be a part of you. Just a touch of cancer in the brain. And when you wake up next to him, or you wake up next to her, I know sometimes, oh, you still see my face. it.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
All right, you guys, let's hear it for Blake Rice. That was incredible. What a treat. You guys, I just want to let you know that outside in our cafe, we have Wagon Coffee. So make sure you go out and get yourself something to drink. It is free as a nonprofit organization. So that kind of helps us to keep the doors open here at Free and to continue to do really cool things like this. And the coffee is delicious. So that's just, kind of a perk. All right. You guys, coming to the stage next, we have Wally Rivera.
Hey guys, hello, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. It's not on. Oh, here we go. This one works better. This one works better. Wireless. Yeah, cool. Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Wally. This is like my second or third Phoenix event, so it's cool to see everybody here. This song is an original song as well. I wrote it when my best friend died. He died in a robbery gone wrong, and he was my best friend in the world. So this happened almost 2 years ago, and I wrote this just as a form of to cope and stuff like that. So I hope you guys like it. Thank you. Can you turn it up just a little bit? Sweet. Thank you. Hey. Really going up, can't pipe down. Look to the sky, you looking down, but why you have to go so soon? Too many times I cry, I sit alone in my room, hoping for better days, working for better plays. I'm gonna do it all for you. Hoping for better days, working for better plays. I'm gonna do it all for you. And that shit I promise, hey, I swear that I promise, hey, I put that on my mama. I'm gonna take care of your mama, hey, and that shit I promise. Band Bros is for life now. Band grows, match the price now. Really going up, can't pipe down. You know they know our name all around the town. They showing love, but they be hating, nothing in between. You put the both of us together, swear we ran the ring. But when I saw that post, dog, it messed up everything. And now the way these suckers acting, it's embarrassing. And see, I never really thought that I would see this day. Your mama crying as I lay you down into the grave. I wish you never would have pulled up to that shady play. I asked the Lord, how the hell I'm gonna get through this pain? How I get through this pain? How I get through this pain? How I get through this pain? Hey, look to the sky, you looking down, but why you have to go so soon? Too many times I cried, I sit alone in my room, hoping for better days, working for better plays. I'm gonna do it all for you. Hoping for better days, working for better plays. I'm gonna do it all for you. And that shit I promise, hey, I swear that I promise, hey, I put that on my mama. Hey, I'm gonna take care of your mama. Hey, look to the sky, you looking down, but why you have to go so soon? Too many times I cried, I sit alone in my room, hoping for better days, working for better plays. I'm gonna do it all for you. Hoping for better days, working for better plays. I'm gonna do it all for you. And that shit I promise, hey, I swear that I promise. Hey, I put that on my mama. Hey, I'm gonna take care of your mama. Hey, and that shit I promise. Thank you guys.
Wow, you guys. That was amazing. You got a standing ovation. How lucky are we? There's so much talent here tonight. You guys, I would like to introduce somebody very special to come up to the stage. This is Vince. He is with the Phoenix. He is who coordinates with Free to put this on. So I'm going to bring Vince up now to say a little bit about the Phoenix.
Very special. That's kind words. Thanks. What's up, everybody? So happy to see you all. I just wanted to say a couple words. First, thank each and every one of you who RSVP'd for the event. I know it's a bit of a hurdle, but you know, the Phoenix has served at this point, I think, around 200,000 people with free recovery support nationwide. And the reason we were able to do that is by capturing that attendance to show our donors, to show our funders that people are coming to these events and that these events are working, right? So by RSVPing, you guys are really supporting the Phoenix and allowing us to keep our doors open so that we can continue to serve the communities that need it most. And so the Phoenix provides free programming. Essentially, we leverage meaningful events and activities to help people rise from the ashes of addiction. So those events can range from anything from CrossFit, yoga, rock climbing, mountain biking, open mic nights, concerts, music lessons, just so many, it doesn't matter what the event is, right? So people come to Phoenix for the events, but they stay for the community. And it's those relationships that they build that helps them kind of reestablish their lives in sobriety. So just wanted to get up and say a few words. I want to call up our sponsors, because without our sponsors, this open mic series would not be possible. So I want to call up Darren with Colorado Artists in Recovery to the stage to say a couple of words. Let's hear a hand for Darren, everybody.
Thanks, Vince. Welcome, everybody. It is our dream to create all of these community events for everybody to learn that recovery is not about just groups and just meetings, but it's a time to come together. And it's a really good time for creative people in particular to get up in front of a big crowd of people and learn that they can do this sober. There are so many talented people. I want to give a shout out to Sobriety House, who's in the house here. I got sober 9.5 years ago by walking in those doors off the streets. They took me in. I worked there for about 7 years, and one of the things I was a house manager there that we had so many creative people come through those doors, and they struggled to find their community. And I would hear they would be so happy when they graduated and just have so much hope, and then a month later you'd hear about relapse or even worse, death, and you know, because they couldn't find their tribe. And that's just a damn shame. So what we do at Colorado Artists in Recovery is we try to create events and workshops and things like that for people to rediscover that creative spark within themselves. And then to have an opportunity to get up in front of a bunch of sober people and inspire them, right? You have this talent. And artists throughout history have said that creativity comes through them, it doesn't come from them. It's a connection to a higher power. And being around all of you inspiring, like everybody here has an amazing story. So to get up and show people that we recover together is the most important thing you can do. It's an honor. I want to thank Vince for this idea, Free for supporting all these artists in recovery. And it's an honor to be here. Thank you all for giving us your time tonight and being with us.
Thank you, Darren. Yeah, huge shout out to Free Spiritual Community for partnering with the Phoenix to put on this awesome event in their incredible space. And next up, I want to call up Sparrow Recovery, our other sponsor. Just a huge support, and we couldn't do this event without them.
Hey, thanks, man. What's up? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, there we go. My name is Brett. I'm an addict. I'm here representing Sparrow. I'm Sparrow's program manager. I also went through Sparrow as a guest myself 3 years ago. At Sparrow, we are a peer-run, peer-led program up in Evergreen, Colorado, in the foothills. So it's nice to get out of the city. We provide, let's see, so a programming. We're a 12-step program, although we do meet people on their level and welcome any sort of recovery. Right? It Sparrow worked for me when I was pretty down and out for a while there, right? I've done a lot of state ran stuff. I've been incarcerated quite a bit. But Sparrow provided a community for me for the first time. A community that was, being it was peer run and peer led, I could connect with the people that worked there, as well as everyone, all the other guests that we had were invested in their recovery, right? I had never been a part of it, any sort of community like that. So we are very, very community based. We have a lot of activities up at Sparrow, being in the foothills, hiking. We have a volleyball court, horseshoes, cornhole. We also do an open mic the first Saturday of every month, which was a big deal for me. I too am a musician, and I know, like Darren said, to be able to do something sober was very intimidating. So we provide a free sober open mic as well the first Saturday of every month, providing food as well. But our mission at Sparrow, we are nonprofit as well, is just to provide the best quality care for the undeserved community and uninsured, right? And we also have a couple sober houses for to set you up for long-term recovery. We have one in Conifer and one down here in the city in Glendale area. I don't do a whole lot with the sober living as well. I just work up at the center, but we do provide aftercare as well. But I don't have a table. But if you have any questions or anything like that, I will stick around and I'll be here for a while afterwards. And thank you to Free. Thank you, Darren at Care, Phoenix, and all of you for coming out. Please enjoy the show. Thank you.
All right, all right. Well, thank you so much to our sponsors, Spiro and Colorado Artisan Recovery. Just to speak a little bit more about what Colorado Artisan Recovery do here, they are one of, we offer 26 meetings here at Free throughout the week. We do have a schedule outside. One of my favorites is, Colorado Artisan Recovery puts on a Monday night yoga class here. There's a lot of incredible things happening. So do make sure you check out our website and download the app so that you have access to all that schedules. There's also schedules outside of the door. Coming to the stage next, I would like to introduce Mary Ozenik.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. Okay, got it? No, I'm okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mary. I'm an alcoholic and an addict. And I did a year in jail for my 5th DUI, and it was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me because it stopped me and got me off the street. And in there, I wrote this. It's called Going Down Low. Nature's fare was bountiful, and I used more than my share, going down lower and lower into the devil's lair. Blues became grays, and greens turned to black. Dear God, stop me, seems there's no turning back. I'm going down low, faster and faster. That plentiful harvest had become my master. Once there was energy and vitality true, days now have become melancholic and blue. Deserts are barren, the oceans run dry, flora and fauna I now just pass by. Forests are blazing, the grasslands are ruined. Awake in the night, I fear I am doomed. I built a foundation on shifting sand. Music no longer do I hear from the band. I'm going down low, not much seems to matter. I stood by and watched and heard my soul shatter. I'm going down low, it can't get much worse. My pockets are empty and so is my purse. I see your backs turning, my family and friends. I used up your love, but mercy God sends. I heard angels crying out loud, we know you are dying there under your cloud. So I reached up and grabbed their hand, and on my feet I did land. This time round there's mortar and rock. Ghost ships in the harbor have nowhere to dock. My heart feels much lighter, the albatross gone. I wake up more peaceful and welcome the dawn. I was going down low, now my head's held much higher. I'm coming back slow with a future less dire. Stop trying to figure the nature of God. One foot for the other, I just continue to plod. Coming back slow with somewhere to go. Deep down awakened, I'm beginning to know.
Oh. Thank you. You guys, let's hear it for Mary. Mary, that was wonderful. All right, are we ready to keep this show going? I don't really believe you guys. Are we ready to keep this show going? Yes, that's what I like to hear. All right, you guys, coming to the stage next is a wonderful lady. Her name is Les Baca. Let's hear it for Les.
Hello, free spiritual community. It's so good to be here. I wrote this song actually a few years ago, and I think it's my best one. And I was like, I should do the best one for them because they're just like one of the best audiences ever. And as I was practicing it this morning, and I was like, plus it's, memorized. I could actually like walk up there without, the iPad. So as I was practicing it this morning, I mean, this thing has been like solidly written for years, right? I was like, oh, I should change this and I should change that. That would improve the song. So I've got the iPad here so I don't screw it up. It's called So Good to Me. And if you feel like singing on the chorus, I'll cue you in, okay? I feel so lonely, so I sing of my one and only. You make me coffee in the AM, I make you tea in the PM, and in between we share the time, 'cause I am yours and you are mine. You say I'm beautiful every day, and you help me feel that way. All my dreams are coming true, 'cause you believe in me and what I do. My imaginary lover, my imaginary lover, my imaginary lover. You're so good to me. I tell you you're great every night, and you know that I am right, 'cause there's nothing you can't achieve. I believe in you, yes, I believe in. Sing it with me, okay? my imaginary lover, my imaginary lover, my imaginary lover. You're so good to me. When I feel glad, you say, yo, go get her. And if I feel sad, you help me feel better. When you feel rad, it makes my heart flitter. And if you feel bad, I tell you you're not a quitter. My imaginary lover, my imaginary lover, my imaginary lover. You're so good to me. My imaginary lover, my imaginary lover, my imaginary lover. You're so good to me. Imaginary we, imaginary me.
Woo! How fun was that? I feel like there are a few of you that might be your theme song for the summer, right? Looking at you, Jim. All right. All right, you guys, let's keep this going. Coming to the stage next, we have David DeVitt. Devitt. All right.
All right, thank you. All right, what a beautiful place this is. So, little bit, tiny bit of history. In 1975, I was working in a factory, not just a few miles from here, at about where it's Mississippi and the Platte River. And so 1975, and that's 48 years ago, something like that. So it's a little tour of the factory. By the way, I had my third birthday last week. So. Thank you. Carol always carries a flower, and the boys like to watch her walk. Bobby's smile never made it home from Vietnam. He doesn't much like to talk. Kirk made it home, but he brought a bad habit. Used to spend all day at home in the dark. Made his living selling balloons under the door. Took him years to get straight after the war. Richard got kicked out of the Navy, crashed out in an opium den, missed his ship, stuck in Bangkok, never made it on board again. Phyllis hardly ever talks to anyone. She just sits all day at her bench and works. Spends every lunchtime alone in her car. With a spoon and a needle and a little glass jar. We are captains of industry, 10 hours a day. Punching a time card for minimum pay. Just a bunch of kids with rusty old cars. Captains of industry, we don't know who we are. Payday comes, we cash our checks, cross the river and drink beer at the topless bar. Shoot pool, tell jokes, and act crazy and get high back out in the car. Just a couple of hours, it's just a bunch of friends. Sometimes we give a whole $1 tip to Marseille. We all hoop and holler as we watch where she puts it away. We're captains of industry, 10 hours a day. Punching a time card for minimum pay. Just a bunch of kids with rusty old cars. Captains of industry, we don't know who we are. Thank you.
Wow. David Devitt. That was incredible. Thank you so much. Wow, we have so much talent here in this community. It is incredible. And next, coming up to the stage, we are going to bring Steve Seeley, Just Us.
I guess I sound a little schizophrenic. The Just Us is when my wife and I sing. I am a Gemini, I guess. Boy, it's great to be here. My name is Steve. I'm an alcoholic, and I'm lucky. I've got 13 years, and I was thinking back, what it was like when I first got sober. And actually, most of you, if you think back, those first days, weeks, years are just kind of a fog. But I was able to write this song. It's called One Day Sober. When the angels fell, moved into hell, and their first night was like this, did they curse God's name? Did they cry in shame? Did they mourn the things they would miss? Just how long will it take to get used to this heat when my whole life's been pulled from right under my feet? All I want is a drink to cushion this fall. I found every bottle and I've smashed them all. It's one day sober, but now here's the night. One day sober, now here's the night. It's getting late, my hands start to shake. All I want is to drive to the store, but somehow I don't move. I've got so much to lose. I hold my keys and I stand at the door. Then I fall to my knees. Yes, this is my last stand. I will smash every door until the last door's been slammed. And it's suddenly clear what this praying is for. These words help me make it through just 1 minute more. One day sober, but now here's the night. One day sober, gonna make it through tonight.
Thank you so much. Steve Steely, everyone. All right, we are going to have one more performer, and then we are going to take a brief intermission. So, coming to the stage, prior to the intermission, is Benjamin Seavey. Benjamin? Going once. I mean, okay. Benjamin Seavey. You guys, I'll tell you a funny story. So, I was, I work in a very corporate, professional setting, and I was presenting recently in a meeting, tons of people, and I said, "Hi, I'm Abby, and I'm an always ready to work." And this guy came up to me afterwards, and he said, "I think we're in the same book club." And I said, "The big one?" And so I was like, yeah. So I find it happening more and more just because it becomes such who you are. Hi, I'm Abby, and I'm an incredible worker now. But yeah, it's with Memorial Day weekend coming up. I know a lot of us are having barbecues, and I am hosting a barbecue at our house. And, it used to be that I would ask people to BYOB, bring your own beer. Now I ask them to bring their own silverware because I have teenagers, and I don't know what they're doing with the silverware. I mean, they're like selling it on the black market, trading it, for currency at school. I did find out we have a cat while I was looking for the silverware. I'm not sure where that came from. Being a parent is really interesting. We're almost at the end of the school year, and I have reached the point of the school year where I just am throwing like a handful of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and a non-alcoholic beer in the kids' lunch, and I'm like, "Have a great day." Yeah. And, when raising teenagers, we spend so much time when they're young trying to keep them safe, prevent them from drowning, making sure they don't choke, for them to look at us and say, "Can't you just let me live my life?" Yeah. All right, you guys, since Benjamin is not here, we're going to go ahead and take a brief intermission. So make sure you go out and check out Wagon's, roasted coffee at the cafe, grab a meeting schedule, and we'll see you back here in 10.
And it makes me wonder, your head is humming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join them. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And if you know, your stairway lies on the whispering wind. Sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. They're living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise, what a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, they pink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they're gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man, we are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
All right, all right. How's everyone doing? Awesome. Darren, thank you. I felt that. How is everyone doing? All right, are we having a good time? It's quite a Thursday night. All right, you guys, I just want to call out again. Is Benjamin and Tony here? All right, we have some folks coming in. And you guys, before we get started, just make sure if you have not checked in at the front table out here with the Phoenix, please make sure that you do. Checking in is how they count the people that are participating in their events, and it's how they get funding to continue to kind of put on these great events. So please make sure that you are checking in at the front table so that we can make sure that you're being counted. All right, going once, going twice. Do we have Benjamin or Tony Ham here? All right. Well then, moving on to the next performer of tonight, we have Matt Griswold. Matt Griswold? I mean, if I would have known I was going to continue to perform, I would have written some jokes, you guys, but He's here. He's here. You guys, Matt Griswold is here. Woo! Okay, 1 minute. We have 1 minute. You guys, this is how we roll in open mics. It is just flying by the seat of our pants. We're actually very lucky here. I've been to some open mics, and let me tell you, it is not this smooth at all. Not at all. All right. And you're not Matt Griswold. You're going to be, Matt's right here. It's Gemini season, you guys. There's a lot of duality happening. Do you want me to do a little dance and sing? Yeah. I don't have any clown jokes, but I do have my favorite. Everybody's always like, tell us a joke, tell us a joke. So my favorite joke is, why don't ants ever get sick? Because they have little antibodies.
Hello. Not gonna lie, this is not what I was expecting. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna play a cover song.
Well, I walked over the bridge to the city where I lived, and I saw my old landlord. Where we both said hello, there was nowhere else to go, 'cause his rent I couldn't afford. Well, relationships change, I think it's kind of strange how money makes a man grow. Some people claim if you get enough fame, you live over the rainbow. But the people on the street, out on buses, out on feet, we all got the same blood flow. Oh, but in society, every dollar got a deed. We all need a place where we can go to feel over the rainbow. Sometimes we forget what we got, who we are, oh, and who we are not. But I think we got a chance to make it right. Keep it loose, child. Keep it tight. I'm in love with a girl who's in love with the world, and I can't help but follow. Though I know someday she is bound to go away, to stay over the rain. I gotta learn how to let her go. Over the rainbow. Sometimes we forget who we got, who they are. There's so much more to love than black and white. So keep it loose, child. Keep it tight. Well, I walked over the bridge to the city where I lived, and I saw my old landlord. We both said hello, there was nowhere else to go, 'cause his rent I couldn't afford. Well, relationships change, I think it's kind of strange how money makes a man grow. Some people claim if you get enough fame, you live over the rainbow. Sometimes we forget what we got, who we are, oh, and who we are not. But I think we still got a chance to make it right. Keep it loose, child. Whoa. Keep it tight.
Thank you, guys.
Wow. You guys, let's hear it for Matt Griswold. Woo!
One of the things I love so much about this sober open mic night is seeing the joy in people's face as they do something that they love, sober and fully present. So Matt, thank you so much. That was amazing. Let's hear it again. All right, you guys, coming to the stage next is, he's part of our sound team here at Free. He's incredible. Let's hear it for Chris Mers.
Thank you, Abby. Dang, I actually had no idea this guitar sounded like that. None whatsoever. I was a little blown away. I'm gonna have to go figure that out when I get home. I'm just gonna play a little song that I wrote one morning before I came to work here and work the sound for Free. Though you leave me of this guilt, wash away all of this shame. Hold my head up in your light and embrace thy holy name. For in you I found greatness, in you I weather the storm. And when I seek thy holy face in your love, Christ Jesus the Son, help me with thy Holy Spirit to see this battle and guide my feet upon thy path, shape the words that I speak, help me seek to do thy will and lend me strength when I am weak. Mother Mary, don't you whisper, calling out my name, begging you to come on home so that you can heal this pain. Lord God the Father, Christ Jesus the Son, help me with thy Holy Spirit to see this battle. found in Christ Jesus the Son. With thy Holy Spirit to see this battle. Our God found in Christ Jesus the Son. Help me with thy Holy Spirit to see this battle.
Let's hear it for Chris Mers. What a treat. We have had so many great performers tonight. Let's hear it again for all of our performers. All right, you guys, coming to the stage, we have Andrew Jones up next. Yeah, let's hear for Andrew Jones.
What's up? How you doing? I'm changing it up a little bit. I am working on an album, so I'm gonna like record this stuff. I guess I'll get it off the YouTube. But first of all, I do want to make you all my higher power for this. That's just how it is. So, crowd, I offer myself to thee, to build with me and to do with me as thou wilt. Relieve me of the bondage of self, unless you're into that sort of thing. No, take away my difficulties, or take it easy. I don't care. So that I lost the thread. So that those who may bear witness to me, recovering, continuing this, furthering this dream, may benefit from whatever thy power, thy love, thy way of life. May I do thy will always. Keep me honest. So I'm going through the whole comedy scene in Denver and whatnot, mostly focusing in Arvada. I want to start with gratitude. This is going to kind of be like a morning routine. So first thing you do is pray and you have gratitude. That's what I do, or try to do. Meditate, daily reflection. There's a whole lot of them. Hazelden, whatever. Not funny yet, I know. So I do have a joke about glad to be here. It's this John Foley guy. He's a Blue Angels pilot. They do crazy maneuvers. They're like 99.999% best pilots on Earth. They're flying so dangerously close. I saw them in Vegas once when I was nowhere close to being sober, and it was like I was there for work, and it was like Hunter S. Thompson shit. I had a whole backpack full of everything, and
had a long, long night, like corrupting a very like religious, faithful guy, and just getting him. He was in on it too. We were just getting completely shit-faced and just egging each other on and just losing money at blackjack. And so I ended up getting like 1 hour of sleep. My boss called me and she's like, "Hey, we got to go to this keynote speech." And I'd set an alarm because I'm a good old boy or a good boy. And so we went, and it was really moving. It was about gratitude. It was just like, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're here. We're here for each other. That's how the Blue Angels like don't die for the most part. That's how they do it. Like lots of gratitude. So this is also going to be like a speaker meeting. So how is it going? Well, if you heard the fire chicken bit before, it's about transformation and like being maybe a little self-sabotagey and like playing chicken at work with the idea of getting fired, which I did push too far. Right before the Moab trip, like vacations kind of set me off, and my birthday was the first day of the trip. All I had to do was like ask for 1 extra day off, and I'd be all right. But here we are. So, if anyone's hiring, let me know. Literally everyone I've worked for has like NDAs and shit. Like, you can't work for this other Jersey Mike's, and you can't work for this other. I'm like seriously, like, is this a free country or what? Like, oh, you got to work for the real tyrannical Jersey Mike's guy or whatever. He's a good guy. He's sober actually. So then we're gonna go into just some random jokes. I got doubtful microwave. I am a pretty good cook, but working from home, you get good at the microwave, like beep beep, and just like I make my oatmeal, I stir it up, whatever. And sometimes it'll just like decide that there's not food in there, like you're like, no, seriously, it's in there. And it's like who are you to judge? I got to develop a punchline for that, but it's like you have to open it and close it. And you're like, did I just like die and manifest in a new universe where there's not oatmeal in the microwave? It's like Schrodinger's oatmeal. And then another one's just called getting old. So I noticed lately, like when I'm in the shower, I'll just be like, oh, groaning and whatever. And I sound like my dad. And I don't sound like my dad when I was a kid. Like I sound like my dad now. And that isn't cool. I don't appreciate that. It's just not what I'm looking for right now. I really had a great time at the Moab trip. Shout out to Phoenix for organizing that. Shout out to Care, Phoenix for this. Love you guys. This is a huge part of my recovery. Very big. Moab, I had made a joke about how it also stands for the mother of all bombs. Embalming in comedy is like when you just completely fail, but I don't think that's going to happen. It is a thing in Outbreak too, when everybody's sick and they're like, whoop, we got to drop the Moab on them. In the Arvada scene, there's this guy who's, notice that I sound kind of like Alex Jones sometimes because resentments against America and like foreign policy and stuff, going back to like way 9/11. Bush did 9/11 and it was an inside job. Like I have all that. I'm still working through it, so it's part of my comedy. Another big part of it is the bipolar stuff. I have the cerebral, by the depression with benefits, whatever. And it's always been really like precipitated by something. So the current psychiatrist I'm seeing is like, no, it's probably just complex trauma and it's comorbid or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but I like literally think I'm Jesus at work sometimes. And she's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm from the South. It's cool. The Christ complex is like a common Western male archetype. You're just like trying to be a perfectionist and not asking for help. And if you don't have apostles, you're just totally fucked because, even he needed 12 people. But let's get to great spirit. So one thing I do is like rise in my higher power when I'm praying and stuff, depending on how, I don't know, how much approval I want from like the elder gods and the old gods and the Norse gods. Like I want them all on my side. I want to entertain the entire pantheon. So, but when I go travel out to Moab or whatever, it's like, it's great spirit. It's like, you got to respect, you got to pick up litter, you got to pack in, pack out, all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I got you. And like Jan Michael Vincent from Airwolf was like coming out to me. He's like, oh, one day you can live like I did. And I think he's dead, but yeah, Jan Michael Vincent came out. There was this threat of the river flooding and like some crazy guy did all this like Illuminati rap stuff in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. I was like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, oh, I was doing it to prevent the flooding of the river. Real God complex stuff. I do relate heavily to Wheezy. He was born in Louisiana. I was born there too, but I moved like immediately to Colorado. But like listening to his stuff in my prior manic episodes and active addiction, I was like, this dude is like my twin flame or whatever. And like, he's stealing all his bars for me and da-da-da. And I'm like looking at him like, he's the same sign as my sister. He's like this weird fucking thing. I'm not sure where I'm going with it. I'm just like, little Tunchi, he got it from going through the desert, just like Hunter S. Thompson got whatever he called himself. I haven't read the books because I'm writing my own. And I really haven't. I've watched the movie and I'm just like, I just can't remember. All I remember is, as your attorney, I advise you not to discuss Nunya Industries, which is where I used to work. I'm future forward. I'm looking for work. Hook me up. This bird is entire. It's integrating. It's young archetype stuff. I don't know how to finish this. I'm just going to say, keep on rocking. Love you. Praise the sun, the moon, the sky, whatever your higher power is. HP Lovecraft, Cthulhu, I don't give a shit. We're going to win them all over. Thank you.
You guys, let's hear it for Andrew Jones. Thank you so much. Great job. You guys, let's hear it for all of our performers tonight. And let's also give a huge shout out to the Phoenix for putting this fun event on here. Let's hear it for Colorado Artists in Recovery and Spiro, our sponsors for tonight. And a huge thank you to Free for giving us such a lovely space to provide this wonderful entertainment. And let's hear it for you guys. Yeah. All right, you guys, the next Sober Open Mic Night will be July 13th, which is a Thursday from 7 to 9. We'd love to see you again. Make sure that you're registering at the Phoenix so you can get in touch with all of the fun happenings. And we look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much.